It's been a few days now since the start of the 7th anniversary on Dragon Ball Legends, and I gotta say I've been having a lot of fun learning the ins and outs of the game. I still don't know everything, but today we're gonna be talking more about the daily routine. What sort of things should I be doing on a daily basis? And with me, we got the coach, Goresh. Take it away, coach.
Have you been enjoying the anniversary so far?
Dude, I gotta say, man, I have been loving this anniversary because now that I have some basic understanding, it gives my Legends day some structure, knowing that I gotta like hit these certain beats. So it's actually been a lot of fun and I'm getting better. And dude, my charge stepping, ooh, my charge stepping is getting good.
All right, well, we're actually going to be jumping into 2 PvP fights as part of the daily routine here. So this is essentially just going to be stuff that you guys should be doing daily. Just to give you a quick overview of how we do this, I guess we'll just go through it first and we'll kind of explain it as we do this. So, and then I just do the let's fights first. These are once a day events. We talked about this prior. I would just, yeah, I think you were in the middle of friendshipping your golden Frieza. Yeah, because there is a mission right now to get this golden Frieza's friendship to level 5, and that's actually how you unlock more Z power for him. So that is currently why we're friendship golden Frieza.
Right, okay, I can't practice the charge stepping here.
It doesn't really matter who you friendship level. It's, again, friendship is a system. I've explained this in a prior video. All right, so we've done the upgrade events. That really is the only upgrade event you can do daily here. The only other thing we need to make sure that we do is we want to do 1 run of an upgrade bonus stage, because that is actually a daily mission. So if you want to go back over the upgrade tab, I would just recommend doing the Zenny once a day. It's easy. You could skip it once, you could do it once. It doesn't matter if you run it. It doesn't really matter. But the reason why we're doing this is just because there is a daily mission that requires you run one of the bonus stages. So.
And except for weekends, you're not going to be getting extra runs on these like Zenny things, right?
Yeah. So it's either going to be the Zenny stage or any of the Soul stages will count for the daily mission. So after we do this, you'll see the daily mission pop up. There it is. Yep. Clear 1 bonus stage. Okay, so we did that. So now we have quite a few things in here for the Ultimate Rivals event. If you guys have not yet done this event, I would actually recommend you go ahead and clear this. And the reason why is because there is a bonus stage at the end, which is a Hercule stage. And this is essentially just like a super juiced up version of the Let's Fight event. So if you guys haven't cleared this event, it is free CC. It's kind of like a fun little original story event. But what this stage does is it actually gives you friendship for 3 characters instead of just 1 character, and it takes like 2 seconds to clear this. So we'll quickly do this. This is only available to do once per day, so it's just
oh god, watch me get finessed by this guy, just like that stupid Supreme Kai. Dude, that's so weird. He's chucking rocks at me. The disrespect, man.
Yeah, well, he can't. He doesn't have the ability to shoot Ki Blast, dude. There you go. Boom. All right, so he's dead. We got our friendship here. You're gonna get, you notice some CC, a tiny amount popping up. 2 CC there, helps. 1 there, and then 2 there.
So minuscule. It's almost not even worth sitting through the the animations for that stuff.
Next, we have the Choice Battle event. This one is just going to be completely up to you which resource you want to choose. If you actually open the 4th and 5th stages, I just want to show this. There's a Z power you can get by clearing these if you go into the rewards tab. The Bergamo from here is actually not bad. And the reason why is because if you guys are summoning for the part 1 characters on the banners, the UI Goku and Vegeta, Bergamo can actually provide an HP Z ability buff to them. Bergamo is giving 20%, well, this is a 14-star Z ability, but 20% to episode Universe Survival Saga or Red base health. And then if you get him to 7 stars and you Zenkai him, if you click on the Zenkai ability a little bit further down, he buffs he buffs Red Rival Universe, so Kaba actually can benefit from that. So a decent pickup if you guys did summon on the part 1 banners, and if you guys feel like that's something that you're going to be using and you can utilize that, then I actually think that's a pretty decent pick to go for. The useful character in here is actually the Purple Fusion Zamasu. If you open up his Z ability real quick, this guy's buffing is the 14-star Z ability. 32% to future or God Key based blast attack and defense, so double stats, and then an additional 18% to powerful opponent based blast. So the guy in total is giving 50% to blast attack if you are in the leader slot, for example. And then his Zenkai ability is buffing God Key and purple. So can you guys think of a purple God Key character that just came out? Yeah, Vegeta. Vegeta will benefit immensely from this guy. So this is probably the best bench character in the game for the new Vegeta.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but keep in mind, it's really only going to be to the next level if you Zenkai this character.
Are
which you
all
need to have,
Zenkais like this comprehensive where they buff this many aspects of a character?
Yes. So this is what's called the Zenkai. Again, we're going to talk about this separately in the video,
Okay.
but
Okay.
this is what's called the Zenkai ability. This ability applies to all. It's basically a Z ability, but it's for specific colors and tags. Again, that's
Okay.
why it's so potent like that.
So which one? Okay, I feel like I should actually at least do one of these ones. Which one should we do?
Well, I don't know what your. I mean, if you already have like the Zamasu at 14, then it doesn't benefit you as much. And then the same thing with Bergamo. If I were you, I think the most valuable resource for you is going to be the slot removers.
I mean, it is, but okay.
Yeah. And then for most people playing this event, again, it's just going to come down to which of those Z powers you want to get. If you pulled Vegeta, I would definitely recommend going for the Zamasu one. If you pulled Kaba and not Vegeta, maybe go for the Bergamo one. But the Bergamo is going to be more of an overarching good Z ability for the team because it's HP and it's just always going to be useful. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to what resources you want. So next we have the Operation Get Characters event. This is actually a really, really nice thing they did for the anniversary. If you
Yeah,
go ahead
I
and
really
click
like
into the
this.
exchange shop.
Yeah.
So what they did with this version update, actually just go back real quick. I just want to show in the exchange shop. What they did was they removed all of the permanent events that you use to collect free characters, and they've centralized it in this menu right here. So basically, every single free character almost that's ever been introduced into the game is just available from this event.
That is
Now, a lot of these
crazy.
guys, a lot of these guys are not very good. Let's just be realistic, right? But it's still going to be really helpful to collect these characters because you're eventually going to want to jump into events like Ultra Space Time Rush, which are going to require you have tons and tons of characters. Yeah, so this event is good because right now there's only one stage which you can technically farm, the Battle 1 stage, but there's a bonus battle stage here where if you clear it once, you can go ahead and just skip it every day. And yeah, you just...
Well, hold on. The missions, the missions are very easy.
Yeah, really easy. Just basically clear it once and you're done. So yeah, you just click skip and there you go. You get 500 of these tickets and then you can go into the exchange shop and start exchanging for the Z power for the free-to-play characters. I think because if you notice, this is up all the way through the end of July. I think you should be able to clear out most of the shop before the end of the event. Just being able to get all these characters. What I actually would recommend too, guys, by the way, is I would just go in order on this list. And the reason why is because it goes in order of releases. So that Piccolo is actually the newest free-to-play character on here. Then the Goku is the next newest, and so on and so forth. And the way the game works is the newer the character, generally the stronger they are. So I'd pick up the characters in order here. The characters at the top of the list are Ultras. These were, I think you've already bought out all.
Yeah, I already
Goku
maxed out the
Z-Power.
Goku.
Yeah, so it's only taken like 2 days to get it maxed out, so it's pretty fast. These are the only free-to-play Ultra characters that exist in the game, the highest rarity characters. I would say Omega is actually pretty okay still. Omega has a platinum equipment. Yeah, this art is crazy still. But yeah, this is just, pick these guys up. I'd go in order on the list and just make your way down as you get more tickets through this event.
Let's
What
do
I
it.
would say is best. Yeah. So look at this. We just get Omega from 0 stars all the way up to 6 in 1 day.
This is instantly better than Dokkan, man. I'm a Dokkan player. When you get these extra copies, you gotta go to like 5 other menus and put them in there. This just automatically does it. Oh, that's so satisfying.
Okay, then I think there actually is a daily stage in the Golden Frieza event as well. If we go in here, it's the Casserole stage. Yeah, that good old Casserole. Now, this is another stage we can skip once you've done all the challenges, which are pretty easy to do. It's just clear in a specific amount of time. This will get you some coins for this, which I think is worth doing because number one, you can actually use these coins to exchange for energy. So you're basically getting just more energy by doing that every single day anyway. And you can also get some more Z power for Frieza, which we've already bought out all of that. So they're not showing up here. And then I guess we can just quickly talk about co-op. In fact, we can actually do co-op if you want.
Yeah, let's do it. Invite me.
I can invite you, or we can just do a normal run like most people would do.
Okay, I mean, I guess I should, yeah.
At this point, you definitely have what it takes to clear this without needing my help.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and jump in with what we have here. Click on play. and hopefully we find somebody who's using a boost character. Otherwise, you can actually back out if you find somebody you don't want to play with. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's also because normally everyone is rushing to do this as soon as the reset happens, right?
Yeah. Okay. I would just back out of this.
These are not boosted. Yeah.
Yeah, just back out. Something else to remember is that co-op every day you only have to do it once, and then the raid. Yeah, this is fine. The raid, you only have to do it 3 times. So for whatever reason, actually the way co-op used to work is you used to have to do it 3 times, but they consolidated it all into 1, which is a lot better. For whatever reason, the raid is still 3. Why they didn't change that one. All right, you guys know the drill. We're just gonna click on cards that have Dragon Balls on them, and then once we get our rush, okay, you can cover change with the guy because that works too. He's got to interrupt his like force choke attack or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So once we get our rush, and once the buddy has his rush as well, because we can see how many Dragon Balls he has, we're just gonna click on the Rise and Rush button.
I spammed it so fast.
Yeah, and then that'll be it.
Is it true that if you've got bonus characters, your rate of acquisition of the Dragon Balls is much higher?
Yeah, because I'll show you after this. It says Dragon Ball rate is actually a boost that the bonus characters have. Alright, so now we're kind of just waiting for him to get. If I were you, I'd just go to Vegeta real quick because the enemy went green. Yes, now we're just waiting. Okay, now you can rush. Rush at the same time. Okay, cool. Yeah, sometimes you get like bozo buddies who don't rush. And that should be it, hopefully. Yeah, you did nothing. All right, so this guy's out of here. This will give us the daily rewards, which should be greater dual coins, regular dual coins, and then you also should get, I think, some of the anniversary medals as well from this. So let's see what we got. We also get some of the co-op equips too, which could be good. Okay, so yeah, we got the pop-up here is going to happen in a second here. Yep, we got, what is that? It's hard to see the number.
360 of the regular ones and then 3 of the gold ones.
And then what is that, 2 medals?
2 of the medals, yeah.
Yeah, so that's worth it. I mean, you can use these to buy other things. All right, next we're going to go into the raid. I believe you've already done the raid, right?
Yeah, so I was already doing the raid because I am in dire need of slot removers.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna, we should just go into it just so I can show.
Yeah.
So what the routine is gonna be in here is you're gonna do 3 runs of the raid, which is just a baby version of co-op. For whatever reason, the raid requires that you do it 3 times per day, whereas co-op requires you only do it once. After you do the 3 daily runs on the raid, you actually unlock the ability to skip the raid. If you are somebody that has ultra skip tickets available, if you can buy ultra skip tickets, probably is worth using those on this event, but if you don't have them, it's not a huge deal. It just saves a little bit of extra time. Next, we're going to head over to the PvP screen.
Oh boy.
Yep. So as I like to say, even not during the campaign like this, I think it is still worth doing treasure battle once a day, every day. We want to make sure we're getting all the rewards we can from this campaign. So we're actually going to be bringing a team into treasure battle. I thought, yeah, this team right here, yeah. We are still in the process of building this team out. It is certainly not perfect yet, but we at least have 3 competent characters we can bring in. We have Goku and Frieza with their unique equip, and we have the 2 Part 1 units.
I would just like to apologize in advance. I don't know what the hell I'm doing yet. We haven't been coached yet for this, so
that's okay. This is the fun
Don't
part.
judge me, please.
For treasure battle, it does, I believe, work the same way as raiding match. I think it actually takes your MMR from raiding match and it applies it to treasure battle. So
what's
if you're
MMR?
a beginner, if you matchmaking really. If you're a new player and you really haven't played much PvP, it's also going to match you with players who also have not played much PvP. So it should be relatively fair. Obviously, there's no perfect matchmaking system, but for the most part, I think it's probably pretty fair here. Okay.
Am I fighting a bot?
Nice. Sometimes you do fight bots in this. It might be a bot, yeah.
I thought it was, and I just went on autopilot.
It might be. I mean, let me see if I can figure out if it is or not. You can usually tell if it is based off of the way it like reacts to things.
Oops! Oh, I screwed that up. Oh, of course.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. This is probably a bot. Yeah.
I was talking all this talk about the charge stepping, and then I just screw it up. Come on, man.
I think this to me it does look like a bot. Which is not the worst thing ever for somebody who doesn't want to, you know, jump into PvP.
Yeah, I'm not ready yet.
You know, be sweaty about it, right off the bat.
Oh, he doesn't have blast armor?
This guy does not know. That would
I
be
guess that would be
insane
too
if he
cheap.
did. You could LF him and transform before you did this.
Oh, too late.
You don't want to LF the bot.
Whatever. I'm
All right,
undefeated.
well, yeah, we're gonna get our rewards here. Notice how we're gonna fill up the bar. Was it 3 or 4 times?
Three
That's
times.
our maximum rewards. So actually, what Treasure Battle does is you see we get those 3 roses there.
Yeah.
Those are the exchange currencies we can use to go into the exchange shop, and that 50 RP actually is RP, which is rating points that actually boosts your rank in ranked. So you do get ranked points for playing Treasure Battle, but it is only that once per day bonus. And then we also do want to do one actual rating match battle as well.
Okay.
There is a daily bonus that you get for playing ranked every day. Regardless of whether or not you win or lose, you do end up getting boosts and bonuses for doing one per day. Remember, there are currencies every single season that you can get from playing PvP. In particular, this season has a very good equipment that we're trying to get multiple good rolls for. So if you want to do one ranked PvP match per day, you can just complete the missions for the PvP season over time, and that'll get us more of those medals we need to exchange for the equip, which I think is worth it.
What
There's
does
also other
Ultra
stuff in that
Omega
shop,
have
too.
to do with that team?
I don't know. This is obviously just somebody who like doesn't know what they're doing, right? Just started the
okay.
game. Yeah.
Also, I got a chance here.
Yeah, you should win this pretty easily.
Okay, well, don't say that.
That means if you lose, you're gonna look.
I'm gonna look
really
like an idiot. All the comments.
Let's see how bad it is. Get the authentic.
I thought my phone disconnected. Okay.
Get the authentic experience. Oh, it doesn't seem too bad. You probably just didn't download all the assets.
Bro, what? Bro, just kicked me in the nuts. Frame 1.
Look how little damage you did.
That did nothing. Ah! Took my stuff. Bro, I hate card destruction so much. What do you do, man? I'm just twiddling my thumbs now. What do I do?
Two of us fighting together? We're the toughest force in the cosmos. My turn.
Remember,
Wait,
if
he
you stand there with
canceled my
UI
thing?
If you stand there with UI and he attacks you, he can't hit you. If you ever did.
No. I was switching. I had my button press on Vegeta and I just canceled it.
You increase your sub counts, so yeah, it canceled it. Nice.
All right, well, you're
Nice, he's dead. Just transform him, we can kill him with counters.
That's
More fun
what
that
I
way.
was gonna do.
Yeah. Just stand here. Wait for him to attack. If he ever attacks you, he's sidestepping a lot. Oh, there it is. How much does this do?
Whoa! What? That's so mean.
Yep, this character's pretty good.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
This is like,
That's that is so wrong.
it's like a elementary school student or something. You just bully.
That's so mean, dude. I'm so sorry, kid.
So that was the PvP leg of this.
Oh, treasure.
You can
wait,
also
treasure battle.
Yeah, check the treasure shop section as well. You can get sleeves in here. You can get more messages. You can get summon tickets, which are pretty good, and you can get Z power as well. And then the same thing with this one in the other tab. There are basically the same currencies. There's seed metals, slot movers, energy tank. For whatever reason, there's no
Fragment metals.
yeah, there's no fragment metals in here. I don't know why, but yeah. So same thing applies here.
What should I get?
By the way, I think we should mention this. If you scroll all the way up to the top, there are chrono crystals in here. Apparently, they don't like increasing. So the way this game works is you can collect chrono crystals infinitely, but there is a cap on what you can exchange for from an exchange shop. So the current cap for chrono crystals is 20,000. So if you have 20,000 chrono crystals, you actually can't exchange for more from an exchange shop. That is currently one of the issues that most people are very vocal about that they change, which I would agree with. But yeah, that's if you're wondering why Toon can't buy the chrono crystals from the shop, that's why, because he has over 20,000.
I Zenkai 2 responsibly, people. That's why.
yeah.
Dude, look at this quote. I'm not funny, and there's no way I'll be friends with you. I actually like these. These are passive aggressive, man.
Yeah, there are some PvP messages that are pretty funny actually.
Okay, so
actually there
yeah.
are some that were banned. Like there are some that you can't use.
What? God, banned? Why?
Because they're too toxic.
Wait, what? Will you have an example?
There's like I don't. If you look it up, they'll come up. There's like a Buhan one. I think that like most people reference. It's
Like you're trash.
It's like drain your tears or something.
That's cool.
Yeah, they actually they banned you from using them. It's
That's
insane.
cool. Okay. So I mean,
Yeah,
for
so
me in this situation, what should I go for? More slot removers?
So I would say actually I would go for seed medals first.
Okay.
You're eventually going to have enough to buy the shop out entirely, but it doesn't really matter because you're going to get everything anyway.
Okay.
I think you have enough slot movers available from the raid shop to where you can buy other stuff from here for now.
Okay.
So yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, so if we back out of this, the next thing we're going to do, if you go back to the home screen, there is the Dragon Ball Hunt. We have not talked about this in a video yet on the beginner's guide because we haven't done a video actually during the anniversary yet. The Dragon Ball Hunt is a system where you are supposed to be scanning QR codes that are generated by the friends on your friends list. And you use those QR codes to scan into your game and you get rewards for that. So we click into the Dragon Ball Hunt screen. You currently actually, you have 3 Dragon Balls. That's actually a lot.
I got 2 in one day.
The third day of the anniversary, you have 3 already. If you click into the item search list, this is a listing of the items that you can get by doing this. Eventually, the goal is to get all these 51 items. You can see in the top right, it says search progress. You have 9 out of 51 total items. You want to eventually get all these items. Once you get all the Dragon Balls, you can summon Shenron, and then you end up getting a bunch of extra rewards from making wishes. Once you complete all the items, you actually get that Z power. I don't know why they don't buff that reward. It's been the same for like 7 years. Whatever. But yeah, you also get other things. You get CC, you get sparking medals, soul exchange medals, fragment exchange medals, all these things. So this is very, very easy to do. There is actually a method that you can use to do this much, much easier. What I'll do is I'll actually put a link to my video on this in the comments, the pinned comments, because it's going to be much easier to explain it just by watching that video. There's a special website you can use to put in the friend codes of some friends in your friends list. And then the website will actually just spit out QR codes for you to scan every day. It's much, much easier. So do you have that website pulled up?
Yeah, I have it ready. I got to be very careful here because I don't want to show my hand. So I'm ready though.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Scan code. Okay. Okay. Hello. Scan the damn thing.
Maybe you're too close.
Oh, there we
There
go.
it is. Okay, so this is the first of 3 rewards today.
Hey,
3 slot
they
rewards.
heard what I
Pretty good.
needed.
Yep.
All right, next one.
And then the second one, which is like right next to it.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
There you go. And there you go.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yep.
I hate these. And the reason why I hate these is because they force you. I mean, they don't force you, but they prompt you to use it. And then when you use it, it's the most minuscule, mundane little bump in the gauge. And I hate that.
Yeah,
It
it's
triggers
supposed to
me a
be
little
like
bit.
a project. Like you're not supposed to be able to like max everything out right away.
It's just so annoying. Like I do this, watch. Beep. Like, bro,
Yeah.
give me more.
All right, well, that is the daily Dragon Ball hunt. And then actually, if you click on Dragon Ball info, does it give us like a bit of extra? Okay, well, it's useless. Never mind. I thought it would like tell us actually about like what this is. Oh, event info maybe. Yeah, well, we don't need to read all this. Anyway, yeah, you just collect these rewards every day. Once you get all the Dragon Balls, you can summon Shenron. And then actually, if you click on the click on the menu again, like the bottom right menu, the 3 lines, go to items, and then you go to training items at the bottom. So there's like a gimmick wish that you can make every year. You see like the book and like the second row from the bottom on the left.
Yeah.
This was like the first anniversary wish. You could get a gentleman's magazine.
I was just gonna ask, what is the H for? And now I know. Okay.
Yeah, so this year's wish is the Whisa's signature.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. But it's like, it doesn't actually do anything. It's just kind of like a
It's just a
collector's
collectible.
item.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's like stuff you can get for doing the Shenron. Obviously, most people watching this probably shouldn't choose that because you actually want usable things.
But then you'll never actually get these in the future, right? Like this is your one and only time to get it.
So my biggest mistake in the history of this game was I didn't pick the Gentleman's Magazine.
Yeah, I remember you said that in your video.
Yeah. So anyway, that is the Shenron event, and I think that's pretty much everything that you should be doing every day. Is there anything
Adventure?
else you can think of? Oh yeah. True. Adventures. Yeah. So if you go back to events, and then you go to original series, we're just going to collect some adventures real quick. You want to run, I think we did the Kaba event last time. So you go to any stage you've cleared in the original story events, and this stage drops adventures. These are the 7-hour adventures, which is fine. We're just going to skip a few times. I like to skip like 9 times just because I think you have 9 slots available. This is going to give us 9 adventures. We're also going to be clearing missions, I guess, while we do this. All right, so now with these adventures, we're going to head back over to the adventure screen. At this point, what I like to do, actually, is I like to not touch my adventures until the next reset day. So sometimes you'll see your adventures are completed. I actually tend to not go in here until the next reset has happened, because then I could immediately just collect all my adventures and put new ones on, and it'll do everything at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you can do is just click auto adventure, and it should just put all those in for you right away, and it'll set all the characters for you. So this is all you got to do here really, really fast. This also gives you a daily done. So now we've done all the dailies. It'll automatically pop for you, so you don't have to actually manually collect those. You'll get progression on your stamp missions. And the other thing to do, are you in a guild or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, anyway, if you were in a guild, there are actually daily things you can do with that as well. It's really, really minuscule, but if you cheer for a guild member, you give them 1 energy and you get 1 energy, and you do that 3 times per day. So you get a free 3 energy by doing that. And then the other thing to do as well is if you have any Assistobots, the right side of the screen, there's an Assistobot icon. You can go in there and collect some of your rewards from your Assistobots. And other than that, I would just go into the missions and accept the missions that we've done. Yeah, I was going to do that last.
Oh.
That's fine. Yeah, there's a free item in the shop that you get every day. 50. Wow, that's actually really good. 50 energies for doing that? Okay. 50 energy just from going into the shop and getting your free item, which is, yeah, I got to do that for sure. Go into your missions. We just collect our missions here. And at the end of the day, once you've done all your dailies, once you've done everything you need to do for the day, I would just use this mission menu as a way of like guiding you and telling you what to do next. If you don't know what to farm next, I would just use the missions as a guide. So if there's a mission to clear a certain event, if there's a mission to do X or Y, that's what I would do next. Generally speaking, during the anniversary, it is probably better once you've done all of the dailies. Probably just spend most of your time doing missions you haven't cleared yet, doing events you haven't cleared yet, and doing the raid. The raid is very, very important because the raid gives tons of resources. So yeah, we can go ahead and accept all these, get a ton of stuff. Yep, new titles, giving us stats, getting more Zenkai power for Android 18. This is really helpful.
Nice.
Yeah,
I think she's at 6, right?
6? Oh wow.
Yep.
Almost done.
Almost done. I should go into the raid shop so I can buy some stuff with those medals, because I did a bunch of raid runs.
Yeah, we can do that.
So let me do that real quick.
I don't think did we show the raid shop in this video? I don't think
we did.
Okay, so if you go into the raid shop here,
where is
nope,
it?
you passed it. It's like the red one.
Oh
Yeah. Again, there's Legends Limited Z power in here. There's CC. There's normal Z power. There's what is that? A PvP message.
Anyone who tries to hurt my friends is gonna pay.
Yeah. There's seed exchange medals, arts cores, and then the other tab has tons and tons and tons of slot movers. I think there's like 2,100 slot movers or something in this per raid, and there's going to be 8 raids. So we're talking
8
like
raids during the anniversary.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Basically, until the anniversary ends, there will always be a raid up. So this raid, I think, is only up for another like 10 days or so, or maybe even less. And then once this raid ends, another one's going to start right away.
I'm about to buy this out. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can buy those, and then it's gonna refresh for another batch of 999.
Oh my god. So wait,
Yep.
you could theoretically just auto click your way through this and get all 999 times 2 slot removers for each raid, right?
Technically, yeah.
Oh
if you
my
played a lot of
God.
raid, if you played a lot of raid, you could do that. I actually think platinum coins are not a horrible currency just because they're so cheap in here.
What is the point of these,
coins? Yeah, so if you go to the exchange shop menu, like the overall one, on the permanent tab, you scroll down. There's a platinum coin section. It's just like for extra stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and as you play the raid, you can actually get platinum coins as drops.
Oh, so
Oh,
far
I think-
I've only got those like mini extreme Z power ones.
Oh, you haven't got any platinum coins? I think like the energy in here is pretty decent to exchange for like a new player who's like not capped out on energy. Like, that could be a good pick. And
Why
then
do-
obviously like slot
Oh,
removers is
these
good
have
too.
an expiration date, 6 days till reset.
Yeah, so I think these reset. I think it's every 2 or 3 weeks they reset.
Okay.
Everything else is just you could get as many times as you want.
Okay. Well, for me though, platinum coins, it would really just boil down to slot removers or soul exchange, right?
Yeah, I'd go with slot removers.
Yes. Dude, I had 8
Yeah.
slot removers or something yesterday. Look at me now.
I told you the raids. Yeah, the raids are crazy.
I love this. Dude, I'm loving this game, man. I haven't even done PvP, so I'm sure that's probably why I'm not as like salty yet. But I'm loving this, dude.
Do you have that comeback? What is that comeback choice? What is that? I don't because I don't have that.
What is this? I don't know. Oh,
This might be a thing that only you got because you came back to the game after not playing for a long time.
okay. What do I do?
I don't know. We can take a look at this off. We can take a look at this off camera because I don't think this applies to anybody watching this. But
Okay,
yeah, we'll
okay.
take a look at this. But yeah, that's pretty much the daily routine in a nutshell for the anniversary. It's it's pretty time consuming. It takes about 30 to 35 minutes, I would say, every single day to go through everything to do. But if you do this every day until the end of the anniversary, so aka for the next like month and a half or so, you will certainly have tons of resources to use on things like equipment rerolling, arts boosting, and just ranking up and strengthening your characters. So I highly recommend, even if you don't have time to do everything per day, just like log in once a day, reset your adventures, maybe do like the Let's Fight events, and maybe do like one run through the raid or something like that. But it's definitely worth doing at least what you can
Yeah,
per day because
100%.
there's a lot of stuff to gain from this.
I'll just
So,
say, as someone who's kind of overwhelmed by what's like just the sheer volume of stuff to do, it's so much more manageable when I have a structure and I have a routine, because all
Yeah.
I got to do is stick to what I know. And then if I'm feeling a little gutsy, I can kind of branch out, try this event, branch out, try that event. It's been giving me a better sense to how to approach the game. And it's been making me very comfortable. Like I genuinely have fun doing this raid. I know it's like probably very mundane, but to me, this is incredibly fun. So like eventually when I step into PvP, it's not going to be nearly as daunting because like I'll have done all this stuff so much.
yeah, and then even like if you get bored of doing the raid, there's always the story that's there. I
Yep.
think there's a campaign right now going on that actually has like it costs no energy to go through up to a certain part of the story. So
We got to do that
there's
because I
that.
think we're about to get to some exciting part in the story.
yeah, we are right before Shallot gets upgraded to a Sparky, and that will be its own video we'll get to soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, at this point, I think that's pretty much all we need to cover in this one. So unless you have any questions or want to add anything else, I think we're good.
No, I'm good, man. I'm excited. Give me more stuff to do, coach.